The CS version, which sits above the competition plan, adds extra lightweight components to the bodywork, such as carbon fiber reinforced plastic roof, which saves roughly 6 kilos, a bonnet, a carbon fiber rear splitter, a gurney spoiler, boot-mounted, and a more prominent diffuser. Internally, the M3 CS receives the M3 Competitive Pack sports seats and steering wheel and the M5's new red starting button. Despite the M3 CS's concentration on performance, BMW has equipped it with a GPS navigation system, automatic temperature control, a Herman Kardon car stereo, and optional Alcantara, as well as leather details in the cabin. The performance sedan retains the rear seats as well. M division of BMW says that the M3 CS weighs roughly 10 kilograms less than the standard M3, at 1,585 kilograms, and has a lower center of gravity, which improves the car's handling. The German manufacturer claims the strength ratio of 290 horsepower every ton, which is 20 horsepower higher than the standard M3 and 8 horsepower higher than the M3 competitive package. Speed gearbox, dual clutch, and an electrically operated M differential send power to the back wheels. The M3 CS is the quickest accelerating M3 ever, with a 0 to 100 km/h speed of 3.9 seconds, beating out M3 competitive package by 0.1 second. The top rate has remained constant at 280 km/h. BMW markets the M3 in India for Rs 1.26 million ex-showroom and may bring this unique edition model to the nation. However, just about 100 right-hand drive vehicles will be available worldwide, with G20 generation rumors pointing to electrification for a total output near 368 kilowatts. The 179,900 CS might be the F80's M3's final hurrah. Furthermore, just 1,200 M3 CS models will be produced by BMW in Regensburg. Still, given how inexpensive an M3 Pure is, the CS will need to show itself. This is essentially the same recipe as the M4 CS. A contoured carbon fiber gurney flap matches the associated front splitter on the body. The bonnet is covered with paint on top but bears bellow, and it's made of CFRP, carbon fiber reinforced plastic. It's 25% lighter than a conventional 4-door M3, and there's hardly enough space between the back wheel arches and the quasi-Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires to fit a SIG paper. They're mounted on ultra-light cast alloy wheels, 20-inch in the back and 19-inch in the front. Even if you don't receive the ultra-light door labels from this car's M4 sister, the character inside is tough. Despite a hefty price tag, BMW's S55 3-liter twin-turbocharged flat 6 lacks the water injection system seen in the M4 GTS. It doesn't require that technology, producing only 7 kilowatts more than the M3 competition pack's 331 kilowatts per hour. And honestly, does a car that can reach 100 km/h in 3.9 seconds before accelerating to a controlled 280 km/h need to be any faster? No, although it might be a little lighter. Surprisingly, the extensive usage of CFRP in this car resulted in just 10 kg weight savings over the competitive car pack. However, the center of mass is closer to the road. Warm weather, given the tires an issue, plays significantly into this car's favor, and the accuracy with which an M3 CS bends into corners is astounding. Indeed, the sole difference between club sport and competition is the trio of driving modes, rims and tires, turning the electronic stability to control system, and the active M split in the rear axle. The rack, as with gearing and spring rates and suspension design, remain intact, resulting in about 0.5 degree greater negative curvature than the standard M3. This is now a chassis of exceptional poise, resulting in more closely regulated pliancy than you might expect. While a little less unsprung mass, direction changes are more predatory, and there's a real sense that the chassis settles in quicker during the entrance phase than an M3 competitor pack. Our test vehicle features BMW's additional carbon ceramic discs, signified by gold calipers, which seem satisfyingly light on assist, biting firmly and gradually and allowing you to lean more on a front axle that virtually never wilts into understeer. The third gear sweepers may quickly come down to matter versus mind, and you get the joy of feeling that differential return for massive grip, quietly pulling the nose inwards up a power. The M3 CS then blasts out of bends with nearly mid-engine composure and only a hint of a squat. Apart from a 7-speed dual-clutch gearbox that appears hesitant to shift gears early, our only objective criticism is that, while sensory relay from touch patch to steering rim has been enhanced, it remains a minor affair. Alright, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like and subscribe to the channel to get more interesting updates.